Good evening. I am Dr. Bindu. Today, the real subject sociology will start. Up to yesterday, 7 series I have taken the general introduction of sociology and social anthropology, similarities, dissimilarities, before the independence, after independence, growth and development, and related activities. Now, already what we covered in the first series, again we are going to review in the sociology. The word sociology is derived from two words, socius and logos. Socius is equal to group or company, logos is equal to knowledge. Logos, that is knowledge, is next is science. Here knowledge word already it derived from the know. We can also use the another word awareness. Science is equal to, already I told, systematic study of facts, logical study of facts, rational study of facts, meaningful study of facts, and finally beneficial to study the facts. Okay, this definition we also covered. And is it what type of science? It is social science. In which form it appears? Abstract form. Abstract means absence, not visible. In the class, if the students are there, we can say the class is going on. In the home, family members will be there. The home is good, the family is good. Why? Because interactions are going on. If the family members are not there, empty nest, we will use that word. So here it is. So about the sociology, number of professors, they had given their own concepts or the ideas about the sociology. Number one person is Auguste Comte. So when he has gone through the positive philosophy of book, in that he found the word sociology. So he was a beginner, best founder and father of sociology. All these things we covered. And important point is what type of definition he wants to present to the society. Science of social phenomenon oblique science of social action. So for anything, action and relation is important, or interaction and relation is important. Without these two words, there is no sociology, there is no society, no growth and development, because already sciences are three types, that is the molecular sciences, cellular sciences and the social sciences. So here also another professor, Mr. McIver, he wants to give the definition very simple way. A sociology is nothing but gathering of individuals. Some people will use the gathering, another people assembling of individuals, conglomeration of individuals, get together of individuals, assemble of individuals. All this nothing but simple is gathering of individuals. What they will do, how they are interacting, network of. So the professor network is limited compared with the politician network. Country women network is low or low profile, switch over to the urban area, a particular high position women network. So here also which word is important? Network. Some people tissue of which is a biological. There are number of tissues in the human body. Like that our interactions are also many in number. And some other word we also replace it, web of. So finally we can use the word what make I work, a group of people living together with network of or tissue of or web of interactions and interrelations. Interactions and interrelations. But another professor, Mr. Max Weber, what he said, okay madam, what you said is okay, interactions and interrelations after gathering of individuals. He wants to say after interactions some facts will become. He wants to analyze the facts to form the relations. That's why his definition is analysis or classification and categorization of relations. So he has taken the word, instead of interaction, he used the word that is analysis of relations. The above, Mr. McIver is tissue of, web of, and another word is network of relations he used, whereas Max Weber used the word, here it is analysis of relations. Relations means social relations. What about the Mr. Durkheim? Already in the first series I told you, he has written number of books, elementary form of religion, and division of labor also introduced by him only, and socius and logos also he established. So all these words are contributed, which was established by the Mr. Emile Durkheim. But here I want to say, what is the definition, on what basis he has given the definition. To form the definition, he has taken the general principles, 3 general principles. What are those? One is social morphology, second one is social philosophy, third one is general sociology. If you cover these 3, automatically the sociology definition we will cover. Whatever the words in the definition, don't by heart it. What are the keywords that give the value for the definition, you should understand, and you can write by yourself. Writing the definition, there are 2 types. One is keep the quotations, and what professor said you should write as it is without changing a single word. But if you forget by mistake, author name you forget, at that time, according to one of the social scientists, says like this. So you can write your own way the theme, the key points. No need to write as it was in the quotation. So in 2 ways we can present the definition, with author, without author. Without author according to the one of the social scientists, or with author if you know the name, it's well and good. So our concern is Emile Durkheim. The first categorization is social morphology. Social word always refers to the group. Morphology. Morphology is the word related to the botany department, the external phenomenon, the external phenotypical appearance. But in social sciences, we should not take as it is. Depending upon the surrounding conditions, how we will behave. If we are at temple, if we are at home, if we are at college, our surrounding conditions will mold or shape our behavior. Second one is philosophy, social philosophy. Sociology is the part and parcel of philosophy, or vice versa. In sociology, we are also studying the philosophy as a branch. So logical understanding. What we are in that philosophy, logical understanding is very important. The third one is general sociology. Under the general sociology, what we will understand? Only facts. Those facts we are going to keep it as the features of sociology under general sociology. So these 3 principles are very important with reference to the definition of Mr. Emile Durkheim. And Aristotle, we know very well since from our childhood, man is a social animal. Animal, social animal. I am not using the culture word. Animal means only biological frame. Social, group wise it is moving like that. Either animal or human being, they want to live together with company, with friendliness, gathering like that. So he said the quotation, man is a social animal. And then switched over to the Mr. Who is that? Park and Burgess and Bennett. Park and Burgess said, his idea is instead of using the word social, he has taken the word collective behavior. When we are collecting, when we are meeting at the temple, at cinema theater, our behavior is automatically changed when we are in the class, compared with the class or compared with the home. So he wants to explain the definition, science of collective behavior. The behavior word we can use in the culture, the behavior word we can use in the psychology also. Whatever it may be, the word is important. Where you are, it gives the information. So here it is Park and Burgess, they said science of collective behavior of individual. That is understood, no need to explain. And Bennett said, he wants to explain very, very important words, structure and functions of social life in a scientific way. For every action, even for myself, before I am going to take the class, I read 2 or 3 times. I am not reading, I am explaining. Sometimes I may got doubt, at that time I may watch, or else I do not want to see and read before you. Our explanation cannot written on the paper, only points we will note down. So here it is structure. We should prepare the plan. Then action, we turn it. Act, 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 leads to the activity, ACTI, activity. Number of activities is equal to function, or act, action. Number of actions leads to the function. So before you are going to any action or the function, some planning is necessary. So in social sciences, we are using the word planning. We are using the word either as biological sciences or some other physical sciences. But in social sciences, design also important, structure is also important. In the botany structure, we will see cell structure. In the physics also, some other instruments, I do not know. That structure also, we know it. Example, mobile design is different. Biological cell design is different. Social science, human behavior, action design is different. So here it is, structure is very important. Is it just like the plan before the action. So action is nothing but number of actions leads to the function. So structure and function of social life. Every day we are come acrossing number of interactions and interrelations. That is, interrelations means some action, some function is completed. So Bennett said is very important. Science of structure and functions of social life. So these 5 professors are very important. One is MacIver, study the tissue of human relations. Mr. Max Weber, analyze the relations. Mr. Durkheim, social morphology, social philosophy, and the third one is general sociology. And another professor is Aristotle, well-known person. That is, the man is a social animal. Again, social word is we are thinking, we are using. And then here it is Bennett. Before that, Park and Burgess. Park and Burgess, instead of using the word social, he used it as a collective behavior of people. How? Scientific way, science of collective behavior of people. And then finally Bennett said that structure and function is important. So science of structure and function of social life. These are the very important crucial points, definitions. We are having number of definitions. When you are going to select it, whether the interaction or collection, relation words is there, along with the gathering of individuals, then it has the validity for the definition. Without these 4 words, any definition cannot carry the value. Okay, how we will see the society? It is an abstract form or concrete form. It is imagination only. In the class, the students are there, we can say it is a class. It is an imagination. Some group are at the bus stop standing. When the bus is came, the group will be dispersed, no group. So it is an imagination. That's why we are using the social sciences are abstract. Sociology is an abstract science. Then views about the sociology. Some group of scientists will say it is a pure science, madam. Some group of people will say it is not at all science. First we will go for the science, how it is science. When we are following what is science? Systematic study of facts, logical study of facts. Then how we are going to do it? First, if you want to go for the field work, first we will prepare some questions on the white paper and we are going and asking. Not first day. First day general visit we will go. What are the surroundings? How many households will be there? General information you will gather. That is the pilot survey, first level survey. Based on that we can form or the frame the hypothesis or the imagination about your work or the objective. After that what you will do? You are coming to your home office or office in the college office. You are going to write down the number of questions. After that, again you want to go and visit, and you are going to apply the number of techniques, research techniques, research methodology, maybe interview, maybe survey, maybe observation, case study, experiment. So many research methodologies are there. So with the help of how, again it in which form? Sampling, random sampling, cluster sampling, group sampling, scientific sampling, non-scientific sampling, like that. All these you should select it, and you are going and asking the questions. At that time, the respondent who will give the responses, we will call them as respondent. Who will ask the questions, that fellow is a researcher. So I have taken 10 questions, but I am getting the 20 answers. By that means my knowledge about the village is very minimum. So I have taken, again I will go to my home office, and again I will add some more questions. This is Pakka pure concrete research question paper, research design. But second time, when we visit, there is no mistakes. Maximum it may not be mistake. Here and there, one or two will be there. Closed question, open-ended question, multiple choice. So many types of questions will be there. So systematically we are doing. After gathering of the facts, you yourself, up to your knowledge, you are going to analyze, classify, categorize it, facts. And then you will go to the statistician, sir, arrange it through your statistical formulas. Then from there again we are bringing. After bringing, shall we write the report immediately? No, not at all. For the first visit, what we have done? First survey name is pilot survey. Whether it is right or wrong, first imagination or hypothesis, what we have done, right or wrong, or second imagination, is it right or wrong. You are, after getting the data, you will cross check. That is cross verification of hypothesis. What we call cross verification of hypothesis, in order to get the valid inference, valid facts. So finally we got the facts. Then we are going on writing the reports. This is the systematic way. Everything is step by step we are doing systematically. Then sociology is a science. Finally we will frame and form the generalizations, theorems, theory, data, definitions, we will form it. That is another subjects we will discuss at the research methodology. Then it is not a science. There are another scientists are telling, no madam, it is not a science. Can you keep the people in the room and you are going to do any experiment? Okay, I will try. I will request the many people, sir, 5 members, you sit, I am going to ask the question. According to whatever you had in your mind, you answer to me. I can keep their physical body, biological body, but not the mental thoughts. Like the classroom, even though I am giving the lecture in the class, how many people are solely, completely focused their mind about the subject matter, what I am telling. Some people are busy with the another thoughts in mind, or mobile. Without my knowledge, they are going on doing some other things. So experiment is not possible, lack of experimentation. Proper objectives is not there. If we keep the chemistry lab, some pipette and burette and something, or screw gauge or prism in the physics department, it will be there next day also, no moment. But if you ask this question tomorrow, my answer is different, your answer is different. So always dynamic. Society is always dynamic. Because of dynamism only change had been taken place. Without change there is no growth, no development, no sustainable development. Already in some series I covered it. So here when you are going to prepare one objective for the experiment, your objective always tilting, changing. The people are coming from the village in order to learn some subject to get the certificate. Meanwhile, they may fall in love, they may learn computers, they may go learn some other subjects also simultaneously. Objects will be diverted. So it is not possible. Lack of proper specific objectives. And exact answers I cannot give it. Question is the same today or tomorrow, but the answers are different depending upon the climatic conditions, or your physical condition, social condition, surrounding geographical conditions. Answers will be varied. So it is not a science. And sometimes even though you controlled maximum, you tried your level best, but some terminology is not sufficient to say about it is a pure science. So there are the negative points also there, there are positive points also there. Some people will accept in systematic procedure it is a science. Unable to control all the people, that is non-systematic, so we cannot declare it is a pure science. This is the information with the two views. And then what are the futures of sociology? I am not telling society, keep it in mind. Don't write when if anybody will ask the society features, you don't allow them and you don't write them. These are different, that is different. Sociology is a broader spectrum. So under this sociology, according to Bennett, he wants to say some 6 points. That is the features. What are those features? It is a social. Sociology is a social appearance, group appearance. It is not a natural science. It is artificially formed the groups. Social is group. Out of our interest we form the class. Out of our interest we form as a spectators in the cinema. So it is a social only but not natural. If something wound will come, this is a naturally we got this wound. It is not social. Second one is categorical or positive but not normative. Categorical and positive means whatever the people gathered for a specific purpose, example festival purpose, there is no systematic, but we are maintaining the systematic in unsystematic order. Customs and tradition. If you want to perform the Ganesh festival, all people will gather, but they never stand in a queue. We want to perform, we want to solemnize the festival, doubtless about that. But it is not a normative. Normative means norms. Norms is equal to a strict rules and regulations. We are allowing only customs and traditions. And third one is sociology is a theory but not the practical. By that we should imagine only. We cannot see in a practical way. Fourth one is it is an abstract. Already in the first I said sociology science is it is a abstract science, not the concrete. You see opposite words if you apply it's good. And another one is if you are using the sociology means pakka 100% concrete, you should use the word general. What about the anthropology? Particular. Sociology is general. It will give the general principles, not the particular specific principles. So that it cannot be particular, it is always be the general. And the sixth point is, it is always the empirical. Empirical is equal to practical and rationality in a scientific way. So in this way, all the features will be given out by Mr. Bennett. What is that first one? It is a social but not natural. It is a categorical or positive but not the normative. Normative means rules and regulation. It is a sociological theory but not in practical. It is an abstract science but not the concrete science. And it is a general science but not general but not the particular. And finally it is a empirical and it is a rational and it is useful for the society. These are the features. So the sociology has a number of sub-branches. Medical sociology, engineering sociology, educational sociology, economic sociology, general sociology. Like this 20 sociology branches will be there. I will read out later. What are the functions of sociology? Technical function. Why we are using the technical word? It is 100% related to the pure sciences. Technical means any systematic procedure. Here, if you want to observe the groups functions, it should be the systematic. That is research methodology we are following. When I said it is a pure, it is also a science. Sociology is also a science. How I can say? Because I applied, I implied, I executed, I used the systematic orderly, the research methodology. That's why technical function, research methodology we are using. And also it is a reformative function. What is reformative? Reformative is the word, if you split into two. Reforms. What is reforms? Reforms are nothing but the new phenomenon. What about the old phenomenon? If you take the example, then we can easily understand it. Reforms are nothing but earlier design, earlier pattern, earlier custom is not suitable for the society, so that we are bringing the changes. Example, child marriage, Sati Sahagamanam, no education for the lower caste people or the BC people. All these are evils for the society, not allowing for the growth. So, because of the social reformers, Rajaram Mohan Rai, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, so all these people, socio-cultural reformers, they want to bring the changes. Old tradition is closed and new tradition started. So that reformative function is equal to study about the reforms. And the third point is, what is the another function? Democratic function. This democratic function is already Abraham Lincoln told, democracy is equal to, cracy is equal to government, demo is equal to population, democracy. Here it is, for the people, by the people, to the people, this is a slogan. Okay, to rule ourselves, we are selecting the one person. India is a democratic country. But how it is working? With the help of law, with the help of equality, with the help of desires, it is working. For whom? For what? It is for the people, by the people, to the people. This is the democratic. What about the totalitarian function? Totalitarian function is equal to, it gives the information how to adjust in the society at various situations. How we will adopt the coping technique. By that what will happen? Universal brotherhood will be taken place. Life is nothing but adjustment. If you adjust, you can survive. If you cannot adjust, you feel that is a trouble, that is a problem. So totalitarian, the total word itself indicates, so if you adjust, nothing is a problem. Everything is work is. The brotherhood nature will take place. Universal brotherhood had been taken place. And it provides the introductory function. What is introductory function? How the society is working. We want to know it. How many forms? Is it temporary or permanent or on and off or irregular? In many ways we want to know in an introductory function. Apart from this, what the other what I said the functions? One is technical function. Second one is reformative function. Third one is democratic function. Fourth one is totalitarian function. Fifth one is introductory function. Apart from this, other functions although there. What are the other remaining functions? The remaining functions are nothing but these are 7 in number. Number 1, add the knowledge. If researches are going on in social sciences, if it is confined only for the higher strata people, what is the use for the society? Example, the pension amount will be enhanced from 2000 to 3000 rupees. With the help of parliamentarian, with the help of legal measures, it will be formed and framed. It is known only for the literate, higher strata or particular suburban people. What about the village people? What about the artisans? What about the nomadic or semi-nomadic? What about the tribal people? How they will come to know? The enhancement of the amount, how they will come to know? This is a question mark. So, whatever the knowledge, new knowledge if you are going, you should add it through welfare measures. Who will incorporate well? Administrative. This administrative people take the help of teachers, postal and telegraph, and also the some other medical, that is PHC centers. Through that they will inform about the enhancement of the amount, pension amount, adding the new knowledge. Second one is, first identify the problem. In the village, if you go and meet the village Patel or the village head, sir, what type of problems that your village is facing or challenges or the issues, we want to know it. Yes, you sit down, give a glass of water for this gentleman. He ordered to the servant girl. Then automatically he is going on narrating number of problems. Roads are not working. Roads are not good. Many times we are getting the trouble for the tractors. Second, communications are weak. Internet is not coming at the village level. Third one is urea. That is the for the farmers. The government is not sending the free of cost fertilizers properly. Very limited amount. What they said is different. What they are practically doing is different. Like this is going on telling the problems of the village. So first you identify the village, identify the problem and its nature, and then try to solve them, not by yourself. You should inform to the higher authorities or to the government and state policies. They will look into the issue. After knowing that, what will happen? Slowly the another function will update the function. What are the new things happened? Last month I came, sir. You were not there. You have given the information about the problems. I informed to the government. They are ready to visit your place. Don't worry. It's a couple of days they are coming and they will satisfy your needs. Updated the information. In our mobile also, please kindly update the varieties of the techniques we are going to incorporate. Sometimes I may do, sometimes I may not do also myself. Lack of proper knowledge or lack of interest. So update the knowledge. And also one more point, draw the attention from the individual to the institution. Example, if the institutions are religious based, where you completed your degree in St. Joseph Mary Convent, where you completed in Keso Memorial College, that is RSS, where you came, I am in the General Degree College. So if you cross check, we can understand the influence of the religion or the influence of the RSS. That features will be always, it goes with the individual's standards. The individual will give the information about the institution. Institution may be, just I said, formal institution. Formal is equal to rules and regulation, it is working. Informal is, example, family. In the family, what type of standards we are maintaining? Brahmin family, what type of standards? Or Dhobi family or blacksmith family, what type of standards they are maintaining from morning to the evening? We can see the discriminate, we can show the differences easily. So institutions tells about the individual tells about the institution. That is, make the other people attention, draw the attention from the individual to the institution. Okay, and then we want to know the relations, where, how, where is equal to start from the family, end with the society. Where you are working, where you are studying, where you are roaming, where you are sitting, where you are living. So everywhere interaction is there. Where the interaction will be available, there the relations will be there. So finally, the relation, we are going to study the relations. So here these extra points are nothing, but again I will review. One is add the knowledge, extra function. Second one is identify the problems. Third one is provide the solutions. Fourth one is update the information. Fifth one is draw the attention. And last one is to know the various relations. So finally, what is sociology? Study about the interactions and interrelation. Inter cancer, then the remaining word is relation. Study about the human relations. No need to say many times human. Simply sociology equal to study the relations. That's all. By this, sociology general information is along with the definitions, along with the features, along with the functions, and with the extra functions also we covered. By this, sociology area is completed. Introduction part of the sociology is completed. The next class we will meet to study the society. Up to that, this is Bindu. 1 minute. If you are interested, if you feel some content in my lecture is there, kindly give the tick mark for the subscribe and like it. If you do not feel, just views we will take it. If you feel content is there, If the lecture is giving the qualitatively, if you feel it, feeling is very important. Feeling is nothing but understanding. By that, I feel if some more exercise, some more trimming my knowledge may be necessary, or it is sufficient, I can measure by myself. Okay, this is Bindu taking leave from the YouTube platform. Good night.